Hi guys.
Hello there.
Alright, this is take 2. It is April the 2nd now in...
We're not supposed to make mistakes, you realise that?
Oh, I did.
Someone had set the camera on manual.
And it wasn't Emmanuel.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Anyway, alright, kiss.
You didn't fall off the stool.
I did nearly fall off the stool. Alright, so April the 2nd, it means that it's Easter Monday in Australia. And we just want to make this short FaceTime video as the introduction to the video that was made 5 years ago and Pope Benedict XVI's plea for help. He had already announced to the world through the apostolic letter.
Very dramatic, we have it all.
Yes.
It was on April the 3rd, which is the date of the crucifixion, that he was arrested. And on the 18th, I think it was...
no, the 13th. It was the 13th.
What was?
Of April. The cutting down of Father Giuseppe Civello.
Ah, yes. Right.
By mafia-style execution.
Yeah. We got some emails from the executioners, which is very strange. They're that stupid. They, of course, were working for Francis, and they basically were Argentinian.
Thugs.
What I call them, watchers or something?
Investigators.
Investigators.
Yeah, we are not priests, we are investigators.
We're not priests, we're investigators working for Francis. And he brought them with him from Argentina. Now, a little bit about Francis. During the Falklands War, he was the agent for the junta thugs, and he brokered with France a $200 million deal for Exocet missiles. Now, that doesn't really sound like what a priest or archbishop or a pope should be doing, brokering weapons of
mass destruction,
murder. So anyhow, that's what the kind of thing that this man does. So naturally, Lucifer in the flesh in the Catholic Church today, when Francis got in the Basilica, they sang a song to Lucifer, and as he is Lucifer's son. So as the idea being, because they're confused as to what it's all about, but the idea being when Jesus comes to the earth, he is the Son of God. So God is Lucifer. He is the vicar of Christ, which means Christ in the flesh. And
in their world of insanity.
In their world of insanity. That was introduced about 87 or something like that, where a pope decided that he is God. So that was it. It wasn't to debate, it was to obey.
Yes.
And that's how it's been all the way through. So I don't think Pope Benedict believed that he was God. He never told me that. But in any case, some very, very strange situations were occurring around Pope Benedict, and he had no idea that the Jews were behind it. For a long while there, during the reign of the Lucifer himself, which was Pope John Paul II, he's the one that divided. You don't have to believe in Jesus, you don't. You can believe
in everything.
You can believe in anything you like, and you're going, it's all the roads lead up the mountain to God, right? You can be eating babies' heads, it doesn't matter. If that's your God, that's where you're going to get there. Hello. So and Pope Benedict, as a bishop or a cardinal at the time, had no idea.
Totally
He had no idea that the whole church was being divided up into, you do what you like, you can be anything you like, you don't have to be a Catholic, you don't have to be this, you don't have to be that. And finally, when he talked to me, it all became crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Right? That yes, Jesus is not a spirit, he's not a floaty ghost, he's here in your face. Right?
And he's angry.
And he's angry. Now, yesterday last night we received a call from Ross, lovely man down in Sydney, and he is a disciple out there. He's just working around the clock. And he, for some reason or other, he normally didn't do this. He would watch the live Vatican feed, And as he's watching it, there's this thing that comes down on a sharp angle at a very, very high speed. We've got the video and slowed it down, and it is no tail, could be a disc on its side, but we can't tell that, but there's no wings. It just looks like a rocket, really, but no
It's
guiding
black.
fence, nothing, it just
It's
black,
black.
just come in.
This
Right?
black thing.
And within, it has to be doing at least as fast as a jet.
No,
Or more.
much
Or more.
faster.
Much faster.
Much faster than that.
Where was I was able to capture it, and so we've slowed it down frame by frame, and then blew it up, and it is indeed something strange. It's certainly not a jet. It's not a.
It is truly at this point a UFO.
It's truly what you would call a UFO.
Yeah, well, it's an
Now,
identified. So.
are they coming from Alpha Centauri? No. The angels have been here and they get around on UFOs, I can assure you. And that's what, if you look at Operation High Jump, when the Americans went down to destroy the German bases down in Antarctica, they were encountered by UFOs coming out of the water and destroyed their ships. Disabled, there's one called the Murdoch, they sunk it. And they said it was just as if hell had broken loose.
Mm.
And this is the words of people who were the gunners on the ships, talking that these UFOs were going so fast that they went through the guide wires and the posts of the ships, and they rattled everything as they went so fast through it. And then attacking within, what was it, 10 minutes or so? They had destroyed the American ships, and they turned around and went back. When Admiral Byrd gets back to America, he says that he encountered these things, and they could go from the pole to pole within an hour, he estimated, the speed of them. So that's talking about a very, very fast thing. So, yeah, don't go to war with these things, in other words, what you were saying.
Now,
Later on, he was told to keep his yak shut.
right. Now, getting back to what's going on now, this again, what we're uploading, this is the intro. 5 years ago, this was Benedict's cry for help. Now, I would suggest, at the time, I was irritating the hell out of Francis over on the Twitter. You know how President Trump uses Twitter as a weapon blasting the world. I would suggest everybody who is now aware of the news that the Christ is here, and Francis is solely responsible for suppressing the news.
Let me
that
say
you start
this.
blasting him on Twitter.
In the 5 years he's been Pope, we've got the Clinton people and the Zionists that are eating your children.
Yes.
Now he is responsible for that, because it all stops when Christ is made known to the world, because there's 1.5 billion Catholics for a start.
Right.
They're all waiting for Christ to get back, let alone the Protestants.
You're all familiar with the quantum, how it works. Ya's been saying that for
Oh.
decades before Q takes off on channels, etc. It's all about the quantum. So, yeah, go over to Twitter and annoy the hell out of them and don't stop. They were very guarded at one point because they told
Send
me...
letters to Pope Benedict saying that we know that Christ is back.
Yes, to encourage him. He's, Ya told him to go quiet. Behind the scenes, just go very quiet.
It was very dark around the eyes. You might recall that they always do this to make him look like he's evil.
Well, it was his kidney problem.
But he had a kidney problem,
His
and
own
it was sick.
Yeah.
So I gave him a health protocol to work on,
And he gave it to
he
his
and his staff went on it,
immediately went on it.
and he recovered straight
Yeah,
away.
the dark circles have vanished. He is older, of course. He's going to be 91 on the 16th of April.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go over and annoy the hell out of... Now, Francis has been preaching that there is no hell. Well, it's here on the earth because he is not telling the masses that the Christ is already here. Can you imagine? All of you individually, when you find us, you know the elation and the joy, the relief and the comfort that you gain from knowing that the Christ is already here. So go over to the Twitter and tweet the hell out of him.
Well,
Put his finger out of his backside.
Make the announcement. I gave it over to him on his birthday. He would have been reading it repeatedly on when he was 66 years old.
Yeah.
That was in 2012. We sent it on the 13th of June, so he'll be reading it on the 14th.
Well, he got it, yeah.
But I ended it with checkmate. Now you'll notice that these QAnon posts have often got references to how good a chess player is. Well, he ain't as good as me. Right?
Yeah, it's the ultimate checkmate. For
you do this over a period of 70 years, which I've been doing, manipulating, studying, watching, trying to work out the stupidity of people, and how Satan is a spirit. I had a spirit talk to me the other day. Said to go into McDonald's and buy a kiddie burger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Because they're making kiddies burgers out of kiddies. That's what they're doing.
Mm.
So,
with that,
I'm a bit lost for words now.
All right, with that.
You ain't like that.
No. Well, this is the intro, and we'll be back.
So we'll put up upload on this strange-looking thing that happened over the Vatican. There's, God bless him, the Pope with 3 of his attorneys standing around. They're all Jews. Reading a Easter Mass. I brought 2 smells.
Can't tell you how much Jan wants to vomit. Okay.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Later, baby. Hi guys, alright, this is a screen capture. This was the Vatican service for Easter Sunday yesterday. It was live for, you can see there, 2 hours, 16 minutes and 35 seconds. We're going to run this to capture the UFO that appears for just 1 second. Keep watching the left field of the screen, and it comes in at 37 seconds and 37 minutes between 39 and 40 seconds, travelling very fast. We already have stopped it and taken a still of it. I'll go over to that once we watch it a couple of times as it happens.
Be saved. Grant to the Church holy ministers of the altar and joyful witnesses of eternal life. We pray to the Lord.
Right, just run that again.
Stop it halfway through.
I'll try to stop it midway as I anticipate it. Let me just get the timing right here. We don't want to listen. 30. Here we do. Here we go. From 37:28 again.
Saved. Grant to the Church holy ministers of the altar and joyful witnesses of eternal life. We pray to the Lord.
Right, I've stopped it, and I'm going to click and then click immediately again to stop, to try and capture it in mid-flight, left side of the screen. Okay, I was a little bit delayed there, but we can see the tail of it as it is now the woman with her hair in a bun. It's to the left side as it's literally vanishing into her head there. Let's take it back again. 36:41.
You are saying Lucifer.
Yes, yeah, saying this guy was sanctified when the 2000th inauguration of Bergoglio, the Antichrist.
In favour of justice and peace.
Scarlet. Keeping you all in hell.
Let us pray for vocations to the priesthood and the consecrated life. This prayer in Chinese says, "May the Father who desires that all be saved grant to the Church holy ministers of the altar and joyful witnesses of eternal life." We pray to the Lord.
Right, now, okay, here I go again. Up inside there. All right, Ya's going to have a go. This time, it's out the back of the guy's head.
Saved. grant to the Church holy ministers of the altar and joyful witnesses of eternal life. We pray to the Lord.
There it is.
Now it has no tail, no sound, there's no wings. Could possibly a saucer, we're seeing it from this edge view.
Well, we've got the screen capture we took last night. Let's get out of here and go back over to Ross's messaging, because he was the one that alerted us. And here's what we were able to do last night. Nope. Lincoln and Lorelei. Oh, where's it gone? Right, that's not happening. There we have it. UFO. Now you can take a still of it from your own screen captures and take it over to your paint programs or whatever you've got, blow it up, see if you can get more definition to it. Are you going to do the same?
Yes, I will.
All right. Okay, so we'll attach this to our upload.